second morning in a row that my OBS has been fucking with me a little bit. But I've got it to work, so hopefully people don't get confused when they see the other stream was like 2 seconds long. I'll have to go delete it after the stream's over. Oh yeah, let me swap over. There we go. But yeah, really weird. Really weird. Really annoying. Anyway. It's a new day, it's a new contract. My desk is such a mess, I need to clean it afterwards. Off camera, it's such a mess. This desk goes like here, but then it goes like all across my room that way. And it's just a mess. Just an absolute mess. Pretty big reaction from the overnight value area low there. That section with 3 different value levels is definitely interesting. Previous day's value area low, previous week's value area low, and overnight point of control. What did that overnight profile look like? Like two D shapes really. I'm definitely more open to trading today than I was yesterday. Just because the volume is now mostly all on the... Well, let's check after open. The open interest is higher on the March contract as well as the normal volume. Let's see what the actual numbers are saying after open. December contract is about 265 and a million. Open interest. March is about 470 volume, so a little less than double the volume, and like an extra 360,000 of open interest. So it's still pretty split as far as the open interest. The open interest is still pretty 50-50. So definitely still a slight caution until probably tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow and Thursday are going to be like my days where I'm more inclined to trade than the start of the week. Since the start of the week is kind of, well, I mean, we've had NFP this morning, which shot up to, look at this reaction here. NFP, honestly, I was expecting a bigger impact from that NFP, being completely honest. But yeah, shot right up to the previous week's point of control and previous day's value area high. Shot right up there. And then dropped all the way back, and yeah, now we're sitting at fair value. So we shall see. Kind of would be leaning towards shorts today, I think, but I need to let this profile of the developing session develop a little bit more. One thing I did notice on the open we had shitload of delta to the downside. So like during the first couple minutes of the market open, we pumped up a little bit, but delta just went the complete opposite way. So that kind of, I was kind of anticipating this little drop here, just purely based off seeing what the delta was doing. Popped up through those levels there. definitely a little bit of exhaustion at the highs. CVD is definitely lagging. Without a doubt lagging there. CVD still isn't beyond this high. And this high here, CVD hasn't confirmed it at all. We did get a big push up, but it's not confirmed it. It's still got a little bit of space between it, so possible complete divergence there, if I'm honest. If the delta decides to go the other way soon, that could set up a nice short, like a break and retest maybe of all them like triple stacked levels. Point of control being there does worry me a little bit. Yeah, we're getting a pretty solid divergence there. If we had like more of the profile to go off, I would be shorting this right now, if I'm being honest. If it can get up to like previous day, there's no point in me putting an order in up there, but if it got somewhere up here, I would probably short it, but I don't think it will get up there. What's the ATR? About 6.5 to 7, so probably need like an 8-point stop today to be safe. Yeah, absolutely no buyers behind that upwards move. Delta's coming all the way down. Delta's actually pretty close to making a new low of the day here. Sellers are definitely in control. Do we have any other news today, actually? I know we had like a shitload of 8:30 news. We had 9:45 PMI numbers, actually. So that would have happened like right as I started this stream, basically. When was that? There, right as we went into overnight value already low. Interesting, interesting. It's definitely worth noting, actually, that, I mean, it's not really going to be probably that likely here, but, what was I going to say, it's likely going to do it anyway, if it does get up there at all, but we have the 80% rule in play, at least the fact that we opened outside of yesterday's value, but it's, like, yesterday's value was, like, literally a, what, an 18-point range, so by the time it's spent enough time in there to show acceptance, it's probably like most of the way to the side. Morning, Starscream. Morning, morning, morning. I wouldn't mind fading like up there, like I said. If delta looks good, let me just get like an idea of where I want to be. Let's say previous day's value rate high, that looks like a good spot to fade. With an 8-point stop. Because delta doesn't look strong when prices push in here, so yeah, I like that. Maybe get a bit wider of a stop. Do I just go over a 10-point stop to be safe? Let's see. Either way, it's 3 contracts. So I think I'll probably just go for 8 because that actually reduces my risk slightly as well. Even though it's like the same amount of contracts, it does reduce the risk slightly. I want to see really like, obviously I kind of want to see price break this high. Because we're basically forming a pretty D-shaped profile here, at least the upper end of it. The bottom end of it is just no volume, but in that upper portion, it's pretty even. So we can fade the extremes of that really. But I want to fade all those value levels up there, especially if I see delta continuing to do what it's doing and not confirming these highs. I'll go ahead and throw my 3 contracts in at 8,850. So that's great. Top step X. Let me reload it. I placed them and it said placing, but nothing happened. I'm reloading. I don't know if this is top step X or if it's my internet, because I did have issues with my internet before. Now it's just not even reloading, which is great. Yeah, literally not loading. Fantastic. What a brilliant website. I'm gonna close that and start a new tab. I'll be fuming if this fills me. Is Top Step X down? Feels like it's down. It's literally not loading. Right as I place that fucking limit order. Like nothing's loading. Or I'm checking their Discord. It feels like it's down. Let me check Top Step's Discord. Top Step X. Top Step X. Yeah, everyone's complaining. Yeah, everyone's complaining that Top Step X is tripping balls. Hidden's in there. I could just see Hidden. Yeah, unfortunate. Professor Mac, unfortunate. Oh wait, I'm getting a phone call, 1 second. Good morning. They didn't renew my cheap combine, so I'm just going to do cash account. Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna be fuming if this. I'm gonna keep trying to get into Top Step X, but it's not. It's not loading. So I've got the Discord open on my phone, so I'm gonna keep an eye on it. We wouldn't have been filled yet. The only thing I'm actually concerned about, obviously, is like I went to place that order and then I noticed that it wasn't working, and then I refreshed and now I can't load. Now I literally can't load the website. So it's so funny seeing the amount of people just crashing out at TopStepX in the Discord. Market's going pretty quiet though. I mean, we still have exhaustion at these highs. I still do think that this is going to be going down pretty soon. Maybe off of point of control there, actually, off the previous day's point of control. I was thinking about entering there, but I just didn't want to with all the value levels above. I would rather have gotten filled up there. ES and NQ syncing up. Both chested previous day's PSA. Interesting. I mean, ES has reacted pretty nicely there. I'm just gonna keep trying to reload TopStepX every few minutes, I guess. This might turn into a no trade day. Yeah, negative delta building for sure. Yeah. Yeah, the CVD hasn't confirmed either of these two highs that we had, so I kind of felt like we were going to have a drop there. I was hoping it came up a bit higher and filled me up there, but I mean, it doesn't really matter now regardless because TopStepX shut the bed yet again. Hopefully it fixes up in the next like 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, very clean reaction there from the previous day's point of control. Yeah, I agree, Sunny. I agree. It's annoying because I am like literally forced to trade with them since I have, well, I'm not forced to, but like I have 5 XFA accounts with them that I'm like trying to get money from, so obviously I'm not going to just like completely sack them off and go and trade like with some other company. Even though I would really like to, I'd just loved if they let me swap. They should allow us to swap our accounts over to another platform, in my opinion, because TopStepX is just not doing it. The amount of issues there's been with this platform, I kind of missed them. I avoided a lot of the issues when I had my accounts on hold whilst I like transitioned to, oh my god, we just got a big old dump in the delta. Methinks that down prices are coming. Big old dump in the delta there as the buyers, as price came up. Whole load of sellers jumped in. See though, this is the interesting thing, because structurally, this is kind of what happened yesterday. Structurally, is that the right word? There's actually a divergence of, like a big divergence of the lows, but just the amount of pure like sellers that just came in, it would make me think that the price is just going to follow suit, and it's not like you could definitely make an argument that right now there's a bullish. Oh, we are aware everything checks TopStepX.com. Okay, so it didn't actually update, it just told me to go onto this page. I don't know if this is going to come up in the stream. We're looking into a platform-wide issue, investigating You may not be able to log in. It's always like right at the worst possible times as well, isn't it? It's always at like fucking market open. Uptime over the past 60 days. TopStepX 99.7%. Bullshit. Missed the old trade evade. This new TopStepX is ruining everything, yeah. It is a pain in the ass. Ain't no way that it's 99.7%. Ain't no way. this website, and they're claiming in the past 60 days, 99.7 of the time, TopStepX has been like completely fine. Ain't no way. I may as well go and cancel that order up there. Yeah, Professor Mac, I'm curious what the footprint is telling you there, because structurally, I would have said there was a lot of absorption at the lows there, because Delta, well, price was here. Delta had broken this low. Delta was like down here, CBD. So that structurally is actually a big absorption of sellers, which is a bullish reversal sign, which explains this little pushback up. But it's just when I see so many sellers come through. I guess it's when all the sellers come through and the market doesn't immediately follow suit. That's when it's a bullish sign. I always see them. It's what happened yesterday when I was like worried about taking that short. It's because price was coming up to my target, and on the CVD, like a shitload of buyers just like flooded the CVD. So it kind of scared me. I thought the price was about to follow suit, but actually, structurally, it was still sound, similar to this. Even when TopStepX is working, the data has been slow lately, like looking at TradingView. Yeah, true, actually. That's what you see as well. Sorry, just write out what you see. I wanna hear it from like your words. You see what I said, because you see what I said, that there was like absorption at the lows there, which was a bullish reversal sign. Is that what you're saying you see? Because that would help me out actually, because that then helps me when I'm thinking more. Well, it helps me for reading the CVD, to be honest. Like, not to worry if a big flood of like buyers or sellers come in, as long as it's like structurally still got a divergence, then that's like what the read I need to have. I think Top Step's back working. Let me reload it. Yeah, I'm back. We're back. Let me just check on my accounts. I want to check that I've not got like a random limit order placed somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Which account should I be on today? I think I should be on this one, right? I guess not. This one? Yeah, this one. Okay. See, now I'm just kind of worried. To be fair, I shouldn't really be worried about entering a trade now, right? Because, like, the fact that they've had an issue, they're probably gonna... If anything, I should just full put. So annoying, I would have scalped and bagged 50 points. Charts are already hard and stressful enough. Yeah, that's true. It's very true. Look at the fake out low. Left perfect equal lows on the hourly. Let's look at the old ICT view. Perfect equal lows on the hourly. Where? Am I looking like here? I wouldn't say they're perfect lows. I'm not sure where you're looking. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that TopStepX was back working. Let's just hope that it doesn't fuck up again when I go to enter something. It's got all like the preferences. I don't like having all them economic calendar stuff like there and all the stuff that's just in the way, really. Exactly, I saw price coming down towards the value area low and increasing delta at each level. Then at the bottom of the candle and exactly on the value area low, level. I see one largest negative delta print, but also positive delta print surrounding it. This suggests that the push down was ending. Okay. Last time I had a $1,500 trade on TopStepX and it got wiped. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I'll definitely be taking my little scalpy moves now. I'm not going for something crazy. Kind of just stuck in a range though at the moment. At the minute. Also, oh wait, I need to. My TopStepX isn't actually on the stream. I just realised it is working. I just need to. Oh shit, not that. I don't even know what that is. This. Oh god, no, that's my trading view. Where's TopStepX? There it is. Sorry about that. Then on the next candle, I see a bunch of stacked imbalances to the upside, leading up to the previous day's value area low. There are big negative price prints there, but then positive prints all the way up. Okay. Okay. I was about to say something then, and I lost the thought because I realised my TopStepX wasn't there. What was I going to say? I have no idea. It'll come to me in a minute. Oh yeah, in the new year, you are going to see me potentially trying out Motive Wave. So, look forward to that. I'm thinking I'm just going to do like a free trial, and then if I like it for the free trial, I'll buy like a month's membership for it. And then I'll probably just pay monthly for like a little bit, and then I'll eventually like buy it outright. There's no point in paying monthly forever. But I figured it's gonna solve me solve me a job XFAs. I just want to get like a couple payouts with them, and then honestly I don't mind if I like keep them or blow them. I might just like gamble them, trying to get a real big payday or something. After I've had a few secure payouts to fund like a couple more accounts that are on a different platform. And there's like better firms really now that I want to be trading with anyway, so yeah, that's the Motive Wave move. And what I will do actually to get data for Motive Wave, and this is a little pay attention. Obviously you have to pay for data on Motive Wave if you're not using a prop firm. But if I pay for a Lucid account, like literally a 25k account, one-time fee, so that cost me like what, $60 maybe even $50. Just the cheapest possible account. As long as I get a rhythmic data, I'm pretty sure I can just choose straight up Motive Wave on Lucid. But I can use that, and then obviously it's a one-time fee, so as long as I just keep that account alive and don't keep it too inactive, I can basically do what I'm doing on TradeBait right now, which is just keeping the account alive to get the benefits of the actual platform. I'll just do that with Motive Wave, and then just pay a monthly fee for the actual platform. And eventually just pay an outright fee, obviously, but I don't have $700 lying around at the minute, but when I do, or at least I don't have $700 lying around that I want to spend on a whole ass fucking trading platform. Maybe that would be something cool to do like with my first payout, when I get my a payout on this TopStep account. Put it towards the Motive Wave platform. These lows aren't being confirmed here on the Delta again. Fucking TopStepX just kind of blipped them for a second. Let me just reload it. See, I knew it. I reloaded it because I saw that it had it blipped. So I've just tested it. Now it's gone again. Top step, top step, top step. You silly bitches. Are people raging again? This is a joke. Have a good one, guys. I'm going to jump in a meeting. No worries, Dom P. Catch you later. You just have to laugh. You really do just have to laugh. Yeah, I saw that chart API like reconnected thing. I guess we're getting TopStepX server rollover, not contract rollover, is what someone just put in the Discord. I missed a Professor Mac message there. Up to the previous day POC, using 15-minute candles, by the way. Alright, okay. Okay. Let's see if this breaks overnight value area low. But I would guess that we're gonna get a no trade day, to be honest here, boys, with TopStepX being a little rat. What a joke. What a joke of a platform. Better not do this like tomorrow. Tomorrow and Thursday are gonna be like my days where I want to trade. No stream on Friday. This Thursday will be the last stream of the year. Week 25th. Yeah, like 2 weeks and a weekend basically. You boys better miss me. Yeah, then we'll go straight back into it. 5th of Jan. I'm gonna be upping my risk as well as we get into probably like mid-Jan. Because I'm perfectly able to with the way that I'm trading with my accounts. I can up my risk, definitely. Probably do it to like maybe $300 a day, maybe even 400 once I've built a bit more of a buffer. So that'll be interesting. Sellers seem to be in control. I'm thinking about a small short from previous day low. I have no idea where previous day's low is. Previous day's low. What, from here? From like 860s? Or do you mean value area low? Which is, or overnight value area low, I should say. It's probably better that you put the Kai, if I've placed a trade and the API says can't connect, will it come up later? It might. But I wouldn't worry, Sani. No matter like the amount of like if it fucks up and it like messes with your P&L, like TopStep are guaranteed basically to give like a free reset to everyone today. Like they'll just reset everyone's accounts on the day, so as if the day never happened basically. So don't be stressing like if you've had a trade. Unfortunately, that also means that like if you would have won today, then that might get wiped, but it's mainly the red days I think that they wipe. Geordie! What's up, Mr. Geordie? Just checking in. Hope you're good, Brady. I'm good. Hope you're good, Mr. Geordie. Not green, not red today. Today we are TopStepX server waiting because the TopStepX has crashed. Whole lot of sellers just came in. I bet you saw that, Professor Mac. Whole lot of sellers. Looks like they got absorbed though. No real follow through in price. So I'm thinking reversal back up here, really. But yeah, I can't do shit today, Geordie. I was hoping to do something, but TopStepX said nah. Get fact. Get fact, mate. Get absolutely fucked. Or if this does break, it's definitely gonna be a strong break. Trading on your Lucid, hell yeah. Yeah, I mean that's all you can really do today, isn't it? It's not like you can trade your tops that counts. I'm making sure I don't fucking touch my Lucid account. I don't want to fuck that thing up again. Accidentally enter on a trade with like 3 minis again. Okay, that's broken through, so maybe we are going to get some follow through here. Like I said, we did get a whole lot of sellers, and they seem to have broken the absorption. Broken through. I wonder if when Top Step, or when ProjectX, because it's going to like exclusively be Top Step, so I wonder if when they do that it stabilizes a little bit. You'd fucking hope so, right? You really would hope. How do you know when the API connection is fucked so you avoid all this shit? You like, I mean, until it pops up, you don't really know. It's that API thing popping up is literally just telling you that it's probably crashing. And it obviously doesn't do it until it's like too late, so you can't really know. You just have to deal with it, unfortunately. Sellers are really stepping in here, really stepping in. I wonder what the footprint looks like right about now. Sellers are really trying here, but price doesn't seem to be interested. Like, it does slowly, but the amount Delta's moving here doesn't really line up with with price. Connection logo was on the top right, was red, but I ignored it. I didn't even realise that it... Oh no, it does have that little connection logo, you're right, yeah. I never really pay attention to that either, so I wouldn't blame you for not noticing. Like I say, it's no harm done to your account, really, if you took a losing day or something. They're not gonna, like, hold it against you. They know it's their fault, so they're not gonna like keep everyone's red days because of like stuff fucking up. There has been quite the opposite of a Christmas rally this December. Actually, we did break above like November's highs, didn't we? But let's go on a daily chart. We since this week really, or last Friday, been drooping all the way down. It's been in one big consolidation really since like fucking September. One really big range. See if there's anything in the Top Step X Discord yet from like someone important. whole lot of people complaining. I'm thinking if I would take that short from overnight value area low. I don't think I would, you know. I really don't think I would. I like that short from overnight value area low. Because there's not much of a node there, really. It's more of just a lump. And there's like a pretty strong POC right above it, so... I actually don't like that continuation play there from the overnight value area low. Although, obviously, the delta is, like, absurdly strong to the downside, so there is that, but, yeah. I feel like that's a pretty low-quality trade, really, from the overnight value area low. Personally. I would bank more on it coming back up to the POC. But, what do I know? I know that Top Step X isn't working, I do know that. Also, we got a completely fresh trim today, boys. Completely fresh. This is about an hour or two fresh. It's got that new haircut type of smell. There isn't a whole lot for me to really read structurally. And oh, are we back? Are we back? We might be back. I say that just because a login thing popped up, not actually, right. Network error, please try again. Yeah, thought so. Let me reload it as like an actual brand new tab and see if that fixes things. We are at overnight value area low here, yeah, so... top step. How do you join the Discord server? Good question. I think they just invited you to it. You get invited to it once you purchase an account, no? Or maybe go on their dashboard and it'll be on there somewhere. I honestly can't remember. I've been in it that long. I can't remember how I actually joined it in the first place. I want to say it was like right as I bought an account, I just got an invitation to it. Or maybe when I passed an account. Maybe that was when I got an invitation to it. So yeah, now I can get onto a login page, but I can't actually log in because it just says network error. So progress, but not enough progress. I'm curious what it does at this overnight value area low here. I would say it's gonna push back through, but we'll see. Maybe tabs current session value area low, maybe. I'm expecting it to push all the way back up to point of control, but it could bounce at any of the other levels and continue lower. Push through overnight value area low. Like I said, there wasn't much of a node there, so it didn't really make sense from the profile of the current session for it to hold at that overnight value area low. The only thing there was the overnight value area low, so it's not like as solid as an idea that it's going to hold there. But we'll see if this current session value area low is going to maybe stop it. My thoughts for it going back up to POC, by the way, is it just like, look how lackluster these kind of bits of volume are, where like around where we are currently in the profile. Like this bit of volume is there, but it's not really like it's not a node, it's not like a real solid edge to it, it's just kind of like there. It's like almost like a lump of volume, and then we have a tiny little node here. But look how large this POC is in comparison. So really, I would expect price to go back up there. Fuck me, that was a very quick line that I just drew. But we shall see. I'm gonna move my TopStepX thing off the OBS tab just while I try and log back in a few times. Can't have you boys stealing my fucking login information. I love you boys, but I don't love you that much. I'm sorry. Network error, please try again. Okay, so we got a little bounce from current session value area low there. Let's see if there's any follow through with it, or if it does bounce, or if it does grind higher. This stream will be getting titled something like TopStepX. Go suck off that one. I mean, ultimately, I don't really see, unless I was to have gotten in at previous day point of control, which would have been a fantastic entry. I wasn't obviously... I could have framed that, but I also could have framed that it went a little bit higher and just tested the value area highs, so that's like a... what's the phrase? If button maybe sort of thing. There's definitely a world where I did short from the POC, previous day POC. But yeah, that's all I really could have done today. I could have traded actually right off the open, but I was too busy, to be honest. I wasn't really like, I was kind of watching the charts, but I was also like doing other stuff and setting up the stream and all that shit. And I was just getting rid of some of the fucking bits of hair from getting my hair cut on the back of my neck. You know, when you get a haircut and it's like little bits on hair on your neck and shit that just itch. I was actually sorting all that shit out. So I missed the initial bit of the open. I just was like peeking at it. I reckon I'll just call it a day, to be honest, here in like 10 minutes or so. I want to see what this reaction is here. But the fact that I just can't log into TopStepX, like, not much to be done really, is there? If we get some sort of like continuation lower here, then I'll be done for the day, really. I'm just keeping my eye on this actually, because Delta doesn't seem to be following this move down at all. Delta's gone pretty flat. while price just had like a fair little push down there. So this is going to be interesting. I want to see if Delta confirms a break at the lows, because if it doesn't, then we're probably going to come back into the range somewhat. I'm giving up with Top Step. Giving up with them. We'll just have a big fat CVD. You know what? I'll put the CVD on there. Why not? Trade debate. How can I do this? If I go like this, and then, give me a minute here. There we go. You can see the CVD now, boys. You're welcome. Much more fucking entertaining to watch than Top Step. So you can see what I'm talking about now. When I show the CVD, you can see that price is going down. You've got the CVD at the bottom of that screen and price at the top. So you can see the price going down, but the CVD is kind of not really following suit so much. Zoom in a bit there also so we get a bit clearer. So if price breaks that low, but the CVD like kind of just doesn't follow through, then that's an absorption divergence. I'd like to see your CVD, see how it compares to my footprint. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Mr. Mac. It's more of just bars, really. It's not so much like actual footprint. That's why I like it more. It's simpler. My stupid ass. My stupid ass. But like, I can scroll back and show you. Let's find some divergences from earlier on the delta. So here, you can see, I can't draw on it actually, can I? Is there like drawing tools I can get here? Can I get like a circle? Shapes. Ellipsis, is that gonna work? Yeah, so you can see here. And then, balls, I need to get it every time. These highs. You know what? It'll be easier for me to just draw a fucking line. God, the charting on this is not the one. You can see these highs. Let me delete that. Are not correlating. So delta didn't follow through on any of those highs there. I don't know if you can even see that on the stream. I think you just about can. Let me nudge it lower. Yeah, there you go. So you can see that the highs that I've drawn a line on the top, this high is higher than this high. So that shows a lack of participation in this run up, which is why, as you can see, then we broke the next high on price. Price ticked above the next high, but the delta did not. So that's further exhaustion. And then obviously that eventually manifested itself in price with the big down move. So that's the sort of things I'm looking for on the Della. Much nicer on the eyes and all this footprint stuff, yeah. Exactly why I use it. just gonna pop it back up now so I can focus on the lows a bit more. Let me almost actually, let me make it even bigger. Just trying to make it as easy for you boys to see. That looks about right. Because all we really care about is the current view, the current thing. That's the thing about the CVD. If you start trying to compare like real big like divergences that are like from the start of the session till now, if you're trying to compare like lows that are like an hour apart, then they lose their validity, because you want them to be as close as possible, really. If we got back up to that value area low, honestly, I would probably short that, because now we have the value area low of the current session a little bit closer to overnight value area low, and this node here is looking a lot nicer. So I'd enter like probably right on overnight value area low. I'd enter there and have my stop like 8 points. Is the ATR still that high? A little bit lower, but 8 points puts me at a safe place on that. So this is a hypothetical trade, since we can't actually get filled on it. But I would most likely enter this, to be honest. See nothing wrong with that trade. I'm going to try and load up Top Step X just one more time, just in case it decides it wants to work. Would you guys prefer, just so I know for future, like, would you prefer to see me show the CVD, like, instead of showing my Top Step X, like, me actually executing? I suppose, like, what I can do is I can show you the CVD, and then I can just, like, I can keep the Top Step X as, like, a smaller box and just, like, drag it onto the screen, like, when I'm actually entering trades. So, am I able to do that, though? Am I able to add another window? Let me try here. I fucking can't remember how to use OBS. Why is it not giving me the option for... Let's try this. It's not giving me the option to do another window, which is a bit concerning. Screen capture, that's just going to do like my actual screen, and then, oh god, yeah, don't do that. Oh, okay, I would have gotten filled on that trade. And there is actually a whole lot of absorption. So you can see here, this high has not been broken yet by price. Delta broke it a lot sooner. So that's actually absorption of the sellers, or of the buyers, sorry. The fact that we had this divergence, because it's lasted long enough. If it lasts longer than sort of like 10-15 seconds ideally, which this one will have done, that's at least short-term absorption. So if that holds, then this should go back to the downside, but we'll see if it actually does hold. Because the thing I obviously always say about absorption is that absorption is still, like, you can see the buyers are participating in this, and if they are strong enough, they will just break through the absorption, which is why exhaustion is preferred, because exhaustion is literally like the opposite of this, where price breaks but delta doesn't, and that just completely shows like a lack of participation on the buyers. But so far this is... Has it held actually, or has it ticked above it? No, it has ticked above it, so probably going to break all the way to the stop loss. So honestly, probably a good thing that Top Step X decided not to work today, because I potentially would have taken that trade. In fact, I think I probably would have, if I'm being honest. It looked good. Looked good enough to take, for sure. Let me figure this OBS thing out. Oh, it literally, I'd still be alive by a tick. I want to try and get another window. Can I just copy and paste you? Control C, Control V. Please. Oh yeah, I can. Oh yeah. Okay, so now I can change that. So just imagine that my top step X is like actually working and it's not like just a fucking login. It would look something like this. Oh god, what's going on here? You go back to trading view, please. Why are they both changing? You're two separate fucking entities. God damn it. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, that would have got stopped. So luckily I wasn't filled on that. Luckily Top Step X saved my ass. Yeah, that's why I prefer exhaustion rather to absorption. If I see absorption, it's like, okay, that's nice, but there's still participation, so I'm expecting a really solid like reaction if I see exhaustion up to a like specific level. I can't get this fucking screen capture shit to work. It's just not letting me media source. I can't remember fucking. Okay, no, not you. I'll have a play with this. Maybe after stream, just see if I can figure out. Browser? No. Why you? I don't need you, do I? No, didn't think so. Yeah, I'll have a play. I will have a play. Maybe we're gonna get that rotation out all the way back up to POC, maybe. Ugh. But I think, to be honest, I'll just leave that here for today because it's coming back into the range now, so it's... Well, I mean, obviously it might do something, but I can't enter any trades. There's no point me still trying to fucking get Top Step X to work when we're this late into the session. I'd rather just leave it here for today and then I can come back tomorrow when things are hopefully fucking working. But yeah, before I go, let me know. Just actually, I'll do a poll tomorrow actually, just to see if you boys would rather see the CVD or the actual entries, or if I can figure it out, I'll do both. But ooh, maybe this is gonna pop back down now. Yeah, looks like it's going to. Oh, that's an unfortunate stop out. If I would have taken that. If you had a 10-point stop, you would have been safe, but 8 points. 8 points just about got you. How far did it get? Like 9 points? Yeah, oh, that's rough. That is rough. What was the ATR there? 5.8? Yeah. Okay, so right idea though, it looks like. Just, that would have been a very unfortunate. CVD, okay. Okay. I'll do CVD as like a baseline, and then I'll just try and figure out to see if I can just bring the, because I think having the positions on the chart is, or on the screen is like interesting for some people, especially it's like me proving to you guys that I am actually entering the trades I say I am, not just bullshitting you. But yeah, I'll keep the CVD up there since it is something that I am like using quite a lot. Obviously, as soon as I switch over to Motive Wave, I'll easily be able to have both. Like both Top Step X and Motive Wave, because I can do that easily. But yeah, going forward from, well, for the end of the rest of this week, we'll be on this sort of setup with CVD and Trading View. So yeah, thank you boys for hanging out. I appreciate you, even though Top Step X does not appreciate you. Top Step X hates you and your accounts and my accounts. But yeah, that's all I got for you boys. I will catch you tomorrow. 9:45 AM. Good luck, good trading if you're going to try the rest of this session, and fuck Top Step.